It's a great morning today. The sky is blue, the sun is shining. Just the kind of weather that I enjoy when traveling. I'll be meeting a Kenyan innovator behind a great brand, a cream known as Derma Dew, a moisturizer. I start my journey from South London and I'm off to Bedford, a city which is about 60 miles away from London. After a short break with this family, I finally meet Ruth Owino, the innovator, the one behind Derma Dew Cream. Ruth has lived in the UK for over 40 years.
For people who don't know, Derma Dew Cream is fantastic cream targeting dry skin and all that. I find it very nice cream. Now, you're the one who came up with the idea, isn't it?
Yes. I came up with the idea. They always say invention is the mother of
Necessity is the mother of invention.
And that is how it started. Because when you have a rough skin, you buy all the creams, but you still have rough skin or dry skin. Either it's very oily, the product you buy is either very oily, or it's not, it leaves you still dry.
Yeah.
And that is how I came up with the Derma Dew, in the sense that I read a lot on different materials and different products. And that's how we came up with it. I started by just mixing different things and using some of it. And it was good. And as I continued to make the cream, I thought, okay, how do you know it's only, can be good for other people? So when I made it, I started with the relatives. You give them a tub and sort of say, try it.
Okay.
Try it, see how it goes. And they came with the positive result. Sort of say, oh, it's brilliant. Can I have some more? So that's how it started.
Yeah.
Because the more people used it, the more they're happy with it. And now I started carrying it wherever I went to a party or a gathering. I would carry it, but feel a bit embarrassed to sort of say, well, what are they going to think about it?
Yeah.
But you sort of, they'll try this and tell me what you think. And people quite happy, and sort of they would sort of say, where did you get it from? It's very nice. It smells good, and it's actually very soft and nice on your skin. And that gave me
confidence.
The confidence to sort of say, oh yeah, it's something that other people can also benefit from. Yeah. And I always find this, whenever you are in a dusty place and you put on, you used to use Vaseline.
Yeah.
Because that Vaseline used to sort of make sure that your skin is not dry.
Yeah.
But it leaves you very oily. So if you go to a dusty place, you're left with a lot of all the dust on yourself.
Yeah.
But with Derma Dew, you can actually be in a dusty place, but it does not. Actually, the soil doesn't stick on you. Yeah. So you could actually, it's quite nice to sort of know you're not all that dusty with a lot of soil on yourself or dust on yourself. So it's quite good in that way. And also the other thing we found that if you put on Derma Dew today, tomorrow if you had a wash, you can actually go out without worrying about, without oiling yourself. Which doesn't help us, because then it lasts very long.
Yeah.
And people sort of buy one and it lasts them a long time. But it's good in the sense that you don't have to oil yourself every day.
Keep buying a lot more quantity.
Yes. And the other thing is that men are usually not very comfortable with the lots of cream moisturizers and all that. But I found a lot of African men, when I was selling it to them or when I was trying to give them to try, a lot of them resist. No, I don't use that. And I tell them, look, this small jar, try it. Yeah. And even if you're not buying, try it and let me know what you think about it.
Yeah.
And I found even a lot of my customers are more men than women.
Okay.
Yeah, because they found it's that cream that you don't have.
Yeah.
It doesn't shine on you, but it makes you nice and smooth, and the skin is good.
Yeah.
So I found it is actually men love it. Yeah. Most of my customers are men.
Yeah.
More men than women, because women, we've got a lot of varieties.
Different varieties.
Yeah, with different varieties.
Yeah.
But with men, they don't have as much variety. But they can actually use creams if they know if they are happy with what they are buying. So it has been very helpful in that sense, and we're getting a good feedback from that.
Yeah.
At the moment, it's been going for 4 years, and we're just beginning to sort of know our market, and the demand is getting more and more. What we are looking at now is that, as you said, the breakthrough is when somebody orders a big bunch.
Yeah.
It will come, hopefully.
The time will come.
Yes, but we are happy with our product enough to know it will come sometime.
Yeah.
It's only, when you start a small project or you manufacture something, finances are also very important.
Yeah.
If you don't have a lot of money, it restricts you a little bit. It takes a little longer than if you have the money to do a lot of marketing, to be able to take it out there and move around.
Yeah.
But as programs like yours are helping us now go out there and tell people about our product.
Yeah.
And hopefully they will actually buy and support us.
Yeah.
And we get bigger.
Wonderful. So, I mean, like the person who had this idea to come up with a lotion.
Yes.
Next, you take it to the next level. You start to mix things there in the kitchen and all. And now where you are, you can see a complete product.
Yes.
How does that make you feel? Just that journey from making it to where you are and now it's a product.
I feel good. I feel good in the sense that it helps a lot more people than only helping me alone. Yeah. So people who use it and are happy to use it, and it helps them. It gives you the satisfaction and the feeling that it was worth going the next step.
Yeah. And now, for someone who has implemented an idea in your mind, and you face the challenges of making it work.
Yeah.
What can you tell people who are watching and they're like, I have an idea here and there. I want to do that and that. But they never get that moment of actually doing anything about it.
I always say is that, you never, if you have an idea in your mind and you feel strongly, because gut instinct tells you you want to do it, and you go to sleep and something tells you, I can do it. Don't leave it there. Follow your instinct. Follow your dream. At the end of the day, you have not lost anything. Yeah? You have not lost anything. But what you gain is a lot more. Yeah? Even if it's not successful, it tells you that next time you do something else, you know the pitfalls and how you can avoid those pitfalls. So, especially for younger people, for older people, because as you get older, we always sort of think there is really nothing I can offer. You never know. You never know what you come up with. Yeah, through the knowledge of living long, you have seen a lot of things, and you can actually still contribute.
Yeah.
So, whatever age.
So even people shouldn't begin to dismiss themselves, say, I'm retired anyway.
Yes. Yeah. See, when I came from Kenya, I was a young girl.
Yeah.
Now I've been in this country 40 years, and all these years, the 35 years, I was running around, working, doing this and doing that, and you sort of, you think of business, And you think of business buying from somebody and selling to somebody, or building houses or buying houses and renting them out. But you never sort of think about, I could do something different. You never think of that. But there are certain things you think about, but you dismiss them and you don't follow them up. Yeah? So you could say there are a lot of things I thought about, but you sort of thought, if I tell my husband, he sort of say, are you crazy? Are you mad? And then the minute he has said that, you dismiss it and you sort of say it will never work. So you don't.
Yeah.
But with this cream, because he's a medical person, there are certain things I wasn't quite sure about. So I needed his knowledge to sort of say, look, if you mix this and that, would that be okay? And he would sort of say, well, yes, I'll have a look at it. And so he was helpful that way. So it was a boost in that sense, that I knew that, well, I'm not mixing something where somebody's going to get a terrible rash or anything like that.
Or you cause an explosion
yes,
in your house.
In my house.
Yeah.
And but then at the beginning, when I started mixing, he was one of those people who said, oh my God, you're going to burn my house down. till he saw people actually using the product, and people are coming back for the product. And then he actually realized, well, this was not just a flash in the pan. It is something that can be useful. And he himself also now uses it. Yeah, he uses it.
Yeah.
So we all use Derma Dew now. We don't buy any other cream, any other lotion.
Yeah.
We use Derma Dew. And even our relatives. Every time somebody comes, they take a tub.
Yeah.
So it's been quite good. And I get a lot everywhere I go now. Everybody's asking me, oh, do you have any other creams? Do you have any other cream? So it gives you that pride.
Yeah.
But anyone who's got an idea out there,
yeah.
I know finances are difficult sometimes, where you want to do something, but then finances stop you. Maybe you could probably get one or two people and sort of say, look, this is what I've got in mind. And you could probably do it that way. But never give up a hope or an idea you have just because you're afraid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You said when you came from Kenya, so maybe other people may like, so what has Ruth done? What else have you done in terms of career-wise or these journeys of life from Kenya to here?
Well, when I came from Kenya, I followed my husband who had come to study. And then that was in 1979. And at the time, then had my children. So I couldn't do very much. I couldn't do very much because childcare was difficult. So I didn't do very much. But then, when the children were in an age where now they could go to school, I started working. I worked for social services, and I worked for first of all, I started with a company that was doing packaging and packaging, and selling and whatever, because that's the only I could only fit the childcare time, juggle that.
Yeah.
And then I left that and went to social services.
Yeah.
So social services was good because then you could still do that. You could either work in the morning or in the afternoon. So if you had somebody to look after the children, you are in a position to do the hours. And then later on, as we sort of live, you begin to sort of have a little money where you sort of think, okay, I'm one person who has always liked property. And I also believe that if you buy a house, unless somebody burns it down, the house will always be standing.
Always be there.
Yeah, will always be there. So I've always been in property. So I was managing the portfolio and all that. Then I sort of realized, it is a lot of running around. So I give it to the management group to deal with that. And then I realized I had time on my hands and I can do something else.
Yeah.
And that's how I started with the
Derma Dew.
Derma Dew. Yeah.
It's been a wonderful journey. And one of the things that we are learning is that a lot of people will excuse themselves for not doing something because they're like, I have my child, I have childcare obligations.
Yes.
Yet in it all, with the childcare obligations, you
Yes.
still do something and it works out.
Yes. If you choose right with the childcare, so long as you get somebody who's good, children also benefit from the idea that you go out there and work. They know how hard it is to make a living, and you can juggle. You teach them something. You teach them something. Rather than if you're just at home all the time. When you're at home all the time with the children, you begin to sort of think differently in the sense that you don't meet other people enough. So you don't learn.
Yeah.
But when you go out there, you learn a lot. And also, you are a better parent, I think. You're a better parent because when you talk to other people, if there are issues, they also tell you the experience.
Yeah.
So it's a better all round.
Yeah.
So long as you're not going to work all the hours and forget your children.
It's true.
Yeah.
That's brilliant. Now, we quite respect what you have done, and we know it's going to be bigger than you think.
I hope so. I hope so.
Yeah.
Yes, I hope so.
Yeah.
It's one of those things that at the moment with finances where you're sort of thinking, okay, if I order a big order, it's going to be expensive.
Yeah.
But then if we get a lot of orders, that would mean that we even make our product cheaper.
Yeah.
Because as we order more, you get a better rate.
Yeah.
So we can also pass it to our customers.
Sure. Yeah.
Yes. You can pass it to our customers.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So we just wish you all the best.
Yes.
Quite respect for your achievement.
Yes.
It's not every day that you meet someone who has pursued a dream and is working, you've implemented. You're still going on 4 years. It's quite an achievement. Yeah.
Just now, I'd like everybody to actually buy Derma Dew and give us a feedback.
Of course.
And enjoy using it.
Definitely.
Yeah.
You'll be sharing how to get it.
Yes.
As well.
If you go online and log in dermashark.co.uk, it will take you to the website where you can order the Derma Dew product, and hopefully you can buy it by credit card. We were advertising it on PayPal, but I think we are going to change it so that you can also buy it by using your credit card.
Okay, that's good. It's good to know.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Ruth.
Thank you for coming. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you.
So, we are here to talk to you because you've been involved in the production of Derma Dew.
Yeah.
How did you come into it?
Well, it was Ruth initially. So Ruth came up with her concept cream that she made herself, which was very good, with her own experimentation and her own development, starting from the kitchen. And as soon as we had that sort of stable formula, and we tested it on, the right people or people, who we thought might want to buy it, sort of bit of target marketing. We decided then to go ahead with more of a professional manufacturing process.
Yeah.
And at the time, it was easier for us to go to a well-known manufacturer in the UK and have them stabilise the formula. We go through some testing processes with them to make sure what they're doing is what we want. And then, so we get the right raw materials, and the quality is what Ruth set out to achieve. And then from then we signed it off, and then we got a small batch manufactured.
Wow.
For us, it was the safest way. It was all registered, certified, so we felt very comfortable in selling the products, to people.
And this is how it looks like, Derma Dew.
Yeah.
Pretty much amazing.
Yeah, it's a very, very luscious, rich cream.
And you don't end up on it straight. It just has a very beautiful cover there as well.
Yeah, so that helps protect it.
Yeah, because sometimes if it wasn't there, sometimes it may come off or something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You've achieved that.
Yeah. No, it's pretty
Mhm.
pretty nice, and I like the combination as well.
Yeah.
As I was saying earlier, I've used it. It's very smooth and
Yeah.
it feels different.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
It's quite a bold cream.
yeah.
And we've sort of tried to represent that with the branding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like sometime you wonder. Most of the time, these when you have a vision, you give a name to a vision you have.
Yeah.
Sometime I was thinking, the word Derma Dew, does it have any meaning?
Yeah. So I suppose the word derma is associated with skin.
Yeah.
And then you have dew, which is moisture.
It signifies.
Yeah. It's like it feels
early
like
morning when you're looking at
yeah.
grass.
It's that
dew.
nice
Dew.
like nectar, like dew, like it's like a refreshing.
Yeah.
For us, it says moisture.
Yeah.
So we sort of welded those two kind of affirmative words together, and we have Derma Dew.
I quite like it.
Yeah.
Now, in terms of when you started, you said did you start with just a box, or did you do massive production in the first
No,
time?
so we started with, I think Ruth started with pots and pans in her kitchen.
Yeah.
Making, so Ruth got the raw materials, so she went and bought them herself, and then she'd mix them together. And so she was doing very small, limited production runs.
Okay.
And only giving it to people she knew and friends and family and people who were recommending it to people. And then we got a small run of about 3,000 done
Okay.
on with our contract manufacturer.
That's bigger scale, yeah. No.
Yeah, bigger scale,
yeah.
but yeah. So you got to hit like kind of minimum order quantities
Yeah.
to achieve that. Yeah.
And if someone maybe was to say, how do you mix, or maybe it could be a trade secret, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Very much so. I mean, like the ingredient. Yeah, I know. We can't say too
It's
much.
like going to KFC and say, how do you make your KFC?
Yeah, I know. So I mean, you can.
Yeah.
The ingredients are like very well known. They're very well known in the industry. So they've been used for like the last 50, 60 years, and they've been tested and they've been used on people, and they're safe.
Yeah.
You know, it's paraben free, so there's no kind of nasty ingredients in there that's gonna irritate your skin or cause you health problems down the line. So that was our key sort of influencer in the ingredients. Was they're good ingredients, high quality, and they're safe, and they do a really good job.
That's good.
Yeah. So that was our main driver.
Yeah. That's
Yeah. So anyone can look at the back of our product and see the ingredients.
And see the ingredients.
But it's how we mix them
Yeah.
and how much we use
Yeah.
is very key to how the cream is. Yeah, sort of how it comes across to the consumer.
Yeah. And now I know it's been there for some time. It's been there for like, how many years now? It's been there for a while.
Oh, 4, 5 years
Yeah,
we've been going.
Yeah.
About 4 years.
About 4 years.
Yeah.
So but we started off with very limited funding, or no funding.
Yeah.
So it's been a bit of a slow burn because in the cosmetics industry you're against huge multi-million pound marketing budgets to get your product promoted and out there. Whereas for us, we kind of we didn't have that much money. So we kind of made a decision early on, you either just spend no money on marketing, or you spend millions on marketing. For us, there's not much, in cosmetics, there's not much point spending in the middle, because it's probably not gonna do anything, and it might be a bit of a waste of money. So it's easier to, in our mind, it's better just to take it slowly, and hopefully achieve word of mouth influence that way. That's the route we chose, and we were prepared to take the long route because we knew the finances involved in the shorter route, and they're much riskier. Much riskier, because you could spend maybe 4 or 5 million promoting this product, and it might not really make much difference. So you got to be careful.
You have to be careful.
Yeah.
Right.
in this industry,
Yeah.
because it's very competitive.
Is
yeah.
it very much regulated? Does the regulation tend to be restrictive? Because I see, why do I ask that question? I see a celebrity somewhere. It could be a footballer. Next time you have a lotion named after David Beckham or someone famous.
Yeah.
And that tends to go so quick.
Yeah,
So
I mean, yeah.
Does the regulation like stop people like that for fair competition because they are well known and all that?
No, not really. There's nothing that can stop David Beckham buying Derma Dew and then, I don't know, tweeting on his Twitter or on his Instagram, "I love this cream," and then lots of people will buy our cream. What tends to happen in the industry is that people will pay well-known people on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter to review the cream in a positive way, and this isn't very well regulated. So, or not well regulated, it sort of isn't regulated.
Yeah. That's why I was asking, because a lot of celebrities, whether it's sports people or fashion industry, they are quick to come up with all these products, lotions, perfumes, named after them.
Yeah.
So if it's there, what I was asking is like just to imply or to illustrate how the competition could be tough, because you're saying competition is tough. You are faced in competition with people like this. They are millionaires.
Yeah.
Because if they are footballers, they are paid more than the prime minister of the country.
Yeah. Yeah.
If it's going to start like a perfume or lotion, it will be easy to go.
Yeah, but it's easy for them because they're already in the public light.
Yeah.
And it's that they're a permanent advertisement. So as soon as they do anything,
It's already
everyone's going to know about it.
Yeah.
So
They're
it's
being
great.
followed by millions.
Yeah, and that's why people go and sponsor them.
Yeah.
That's why people sponsor football teams. So people like to have what people like to watch. So or what sport they like, or they like David Beckham. They want to smell like David Beckham. So
which is funny.
it's easy. Yeah.
Have you thought of maybe sponsoring a celebrity?
No, I think no. We haven't really gone down that route.
Not to that level.
No.
Okay. So I wanted to think about probably, do you have other different products? Of course, Derma Dew is happening, and 3-4 years down the line, you're still doing it. Have you come up with different brands?
No, I think
or?
we, as I said, we were prepared to take the long route with this, and we've definitely learned lots of things on the way.
Yeah.
And we know we have a good product.
Yeah.
And really, we're starting to change the focus on what the cream is. So at the minute we're more of a. In the past, we were sort of a bit too much of a broad cream.
Yeah.
So it's like a generic cream for everyone to use.
Yeah.
But what we found over the years of testing and people using it and feedback is that people use it specifically for dry skin, areas of dry skin.
Yeah.
So around the heels or on your knees or kind of these sorts of places, which is something we didn't really anticipate. So we're kind of realigning ourselves now and becoming more specific and becoming a bit more niche.
Yeah.
Which is definitely going to help us. So I think hopefully by the end of this year, beginning of next, we're going to be bringing out a cream that's targeted maybe for people with dry skin, more so than an all-round cream.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit of a change of product, a little bit of change of in terms of company strategy.
Yeah.
And so I think that's what we're doing. And we're also going to bring out sort of a more men's orientated cream, and then a more women's orientated cream. Slight iterations on our core product. As well as maybe like a lighter version of the cream for like all of the family. So people of a young age, all the way up to an old age.
Yeah.
Something you can have a large container of in the house, and people can help themselves to it.
Yeah. So what you're saying is like tailor making or targeting more specific?
Yeah, I think we just have to be.
Yeah.
We've learned that we've had to be more specific in who we are, because I think we have been getting lost in the market. If we're going to be honest with ourselves, and which is fine. It's all a learning process for us, and we've just got to take on what we've learned and move in the direction that we think that will help us.
So how do you see this panning out in a couple of years to come? Are you going global?
I see us definitely more geared towards markets where people do suffer from maybe dry skin, and which can often lead into certain countries around the globe. So it's just where that kind of market kind of takes us. I think it's just becoming more of a niche product, a product that can really help people that do suffer, not a clinical product at all or anything like that.
Yeah.
Just a really good moisturizer.
But it helps to maintain.
Yeah, it's great for
soft.
Keep it's really good soft. Generally all round for your skin, but what it's really great for is those tough parts of skin that a lot of people suffer from, whatever your skin type really. And it is good at that, and that's really what it should be known for, not just the fact that it is also generally quite a good all round moisturizer as well.
Okay, that's brilliant. Oh, it's fantastic. I mean, you guys are doing great work.
It's good. It's been a very interesting road, and lots of ups and downs, and it's been long, but we've got to stick at it, and we're gonna make good progress at some point.
Yeah. So, like, what are the toughest challenges you had to face?
It's definitely been. I mean, in the cosmetics market, you've really got to have a good USP and quite good marketing. And the USP thing, I've explained how we're going to move that going forward. Marketing was a real challenge because our marketing budget was nil, and I think we struggled on that front, and we're still struggling on that front. And I think the other problem we have is that, which is another thing I forgot to mention, is I think we're going to have to move our cream to a completely natural cream.
Okay.
Because that's where the market's going, and I think that's something we've had problems with, where they said, is it all natural? And we've been, it is, but I think we can achieve more on that front.
Yeah, one thing which I reckon you're doing great in it, is that you are getting feedback, users.
Yeah.
And you're changing, also reflecting that.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, no, we have. You have to. But the problem is, every time you change your cream, you have to change your testing. You have to get it retested. You have to buy a new batch of products, a minimum order. So it's a long, expensive process to keep iterating the whole time.
So how does it feel like when you see yourselves actualizing this vision?
Yeah, I mean, I think you're always waiting for it to be a success. So until it kind of really is, I mean, for us it's a success. You could say that, or anyone looking at us. You know, we've taken a product from concept to manufacture, and people like to use it. But I think in terms of when we're at success, I think we'll look back on it as a success, because I think right now we're obviously still growing, and we still waiting to hit that breakthrough moment, which we haven't got there, and that's fine. But and we knew this was going to take a while, so
it's a journey.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much.
It's okay, pleasure.
Nice talking to you.
Yeah, nice to meet you again.
Getting to know more about Derma
Yeah.
I've used it, but I've never come that close to know more about it.
Yeah.
I'm happy at least we chatted about it. Thank
Brilliant.
you very much.
Yeah.
Thanks
Fantastic. Nice to meet you. Yeah.